a little Dutch dream tucked just 30 minutes away from the bustling heart of Amsterdam. A place where windmills still spin, wooden shoes are handmade, and the air smells like fresh cheese and chocolate. When we first planned our trip to the Netherlands, Amsterdam was obvious. The canals, the art, the energy. But I wanted something slower, something that felt untouched. And Zaans Schans? It delivered. We took a train from Amsterdam Centraal, smooth, efficient, typically Dutch. The ride was barely 20 minutes to Zaandijk, Zaans Schans station, and from there, a short walk across a quaint wooden bridge. But the moment you see those windmills, it's like time folds. You don't just arrive here, you step back in time. These windmills aren't props, they're living machines. Some are 250 years old, grinding spices, producing oil, sawing timber. And guess what? You can even go inside one and climb up to the deck. You'll hear the wood creaking, the blades slicing the air. It's hypnotic. I stood there, watching the sails turn in rhythm with the breeze, and thought, this is what peace sounds like. But Zaans Schans isn't just about windmills. Let's talk about clogs. Yes, those famous Dutch wooden shoes. We walked into a small workshop where a craftsman with decades of experience demonstrated how a single piece of wood is carved and hollowed into a shoe. The speed, the sound, the precision, and all this with a dash of humor that only a Dutch uncle can deliver. Of course, I tried one on. Let's just say, stylish, maybe. Comfortable? Questionable. But hey, that's history on your feet. Next up, cheese. If you're lactose tolerant, Zaans Schans is paradise. There's a cheese farm here where you can taste everything from creamy Gouda to herb-infused rounds to even lavender cheese. Yes, lavender. I didn't know cheese could taste like perfume. But in the Netherlands, anything is possible. The best part? The staff is dressed in traditional Dutch clothing, and they offer you samples with a smile and stories. It's not just food, it's culture on a plate. And then, the chocolate hits you. There's a subtle scent that floats through Zaans Schans. Warm, sweet, nostalgic. That's the Verkade Chocolate and Biscuit Factory, part of the open-air museum. We didn't plan to go in initially, but we followed our noses. And it led us to an old Dutch kitchen where you can see how chocolate was once made. Wooden rolling pins, steaming pots, and those crunchy little biscuits? Heaven. But the magic isn't just in the attractions, it's in the walk. Small bridges, geese waddling near the canals, perfectly aligned houses painted in green and white, with lace curtains fluttering in the breeze. You pass by tulip gardens, souvenir shops with hand-painted ceramics, and children giggling on their bikes. I saw a family renting their own small boat, rowing gently through the canal, waving at us like it was 1910. For a moment, I forgot smartphones existed. Here's something most tourists miss. Behind the windmills and cheese shops, there are actual residents living here. Yes, people will call Zaans Schans home. They tend to their gardens, hang laundry in the sun, and watch herds of tourists pass by with wide eyes and GoPros. I wondered what it must feel like to live in a postcard every single day. Now let me give you some practical tips, especially if you're planning a visit. Entry to the area is free, but some attractions like windmill interiors and museums require a small ticket, around 4 to 5 each. You can also get a Zaans Schans card for discounts if you're planning to explore deeply. Public transport is easy. Trains are fast and frequent, but the last mile does involve a bit of walking. If you're with family or elderly folks, renting a car might be more comfortable. There's paid parking nearby. Visit early in the morning to beat the crowds and catch the golden light reflecting off the water. Also, bring a jacket. It can get windy. One story stayed with me. I heard it from a local. Legend says, centuries ago, when the windmills were built, the villagers believed the wind carried messages from the sky. So every time the blades turned, it was like the heavens were whispering. And on stormy days, they say the windmills dance, faster and faster until they're out of breath. I watched a mill that afternoon, creaking in rhythm with the wind, and for a moment, I could almost hear it whisper. Zaans Schans isn't loud. It's not crowded with hype or neon, but it's quietly extraordinary. It's the kind of place that settles into your memory like an old song, soft, sweet, and unforgettable. So if you ever visit Amsterdam, take the detour. Follow the sound of wind and wood and wonder, because some magic lives here, and it's waiting.